Hello.
Hey Eric, how are you?
I'm all right. I'm hanging in there. How about you?
Yeah, pretty good, man. Just at home today, are you?
Yeah, just chilling. Being kind of busy. Uh, kind of yeah. Just caught wind of some pretty disturbing news. Well, I didn't know him personally, but I know him through a lot of people. I don't know if you know of the artist D'Angelo, but he passed away today.
Yeah, very sad.
Yeah, so I'm really close friends with Raphael Sadiq, and I've been on the phone with him most of today, and we just been chatting. Actually, he's on tour right now, and he's performing very close to my home tomorrow, and he asked me to come perform with him tomorrow. So I've kind of been getting that put together. So it's kind of if my mind isn't like 100% in the right place, then that's why. That's just yeah, it's surprising to hear that. But but we will make it through. We will make it through.
Yeah.
Um,
Um,
yeah.
D'Angelo's music, did he figure in your musical life at all?
I mean, he was iconic, man. I mean, he was a very, powerful. He just was a powerful entity of a, person. There are elements and hints of, what he did that were very familiar to me and what I do. I think we play and perform from a very similar place, and it's very familiar to me. So, the influence that exudes from him was very, very strong. So, there's definitely a connection that I feel, just from, similar, um, you know, uh, ways that, he, conveyed himself through the music. And, I oftentimes find, myself, in very similar, circumstances as it pertains to, performing and writing and things of that nature, and the close connection with Raphael Sadiq that we have. And it's just a lot of similarities there. So he's definitely one that I would have to say that is definitely uh, 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 goes in the perspective of many different people that I pull from as far as inspirations go.
Sure, yeah. Last time I spoke to you, you were just about to come down to Australia for the Broadbeach Festival. How did
Yeah,
how did that one go?
it was amazing. It was great, man. It was an amazing time. It was so fun. It definitely was a prequel to, looking forward to the tour coming up next month. And, it was wonderful. People, the energy was amazing. And it definitely was a great setup for coming back.
Yeah. You've created this great tribute album to your brother, a tribute to LJK, Little Jimmy King. How much of the new album do you think you'll be able to play down here?
I intend on doing at least 90% of it. We've been, testing it out and playing it on, some of the shows here in the States. And it's been going over well, man. People are, really heads are turning, and they're loving what they're hearing. And, it's the new songs are coming out really fine, really, really great. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to be definitely focusing on, quite a bit of the material from that record.
Yeah. Four of the tracks on that album appear on the Gales Brothers album from 1995, where
Right.
Eugene and yourself recorded together. A very powerful
Yeah.
album 30 years down the track still. What are your memories of recording with the Gales Brothers?
Fun, man. We were all entering into doing this record first time, as brothers, and it was fun, man. I mean, to be a part of a project that included my brothers was, very exhilarating, and we all, brought to the table what we did separately, and just came together as one. And to put shed a light on the legacy of the Gales family, and it turned out amazing. It's still a sought after record that is still able to stand the test of time even 30 years later. So to be able to pull a couple other songs from that record and and add them in on this tribute record as the songs that were the ones that were featured with my brother. Was a no-brainer for me. I've always been very fond of those songs, and it was great to let them be part of the addition on this new record.
Yeah. You've got MonoNeon on bass on this record. Mono was in Australia earlier this year too. His playing
Yeah,
his playing goes to places you don't expect.
right.
What's he like in the studio?
Man, he's the same. Without a bass, he's very quiet. Don't say very much. Unless he really, really, trusts you or know you. But he's awesome. He's awesome. He can be a session bass player if that's what the circumstance called for, and if he's requested to press the gas and go in the stratosphere, he can also do that as well. So it is he's a well-oiled machine for any circumstance.
Yeah. Buddy Guy, you've got him on the album playing Somebody with Roosevelt Collier on pedal steel. I guess it
Yeah.
was a no-brainer to finish the album with that track because your brother was really into Buddy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We didn't start out with knowing that that was going to be the last song on the record, but I mean, it turned out to be a great idea. And I think that was kind of, yeah, that was a last minute kind of pick on my part too, as I was putting the sequence together, and it just turned out great to round it off with. For one, I still feel that the song, in its original form, was an impeccable song already. So, I felt like I had to, step it up and pull out all the big guns to give a proper tribute to, what I already thought that, didn't need to be touched at all. So if I was going to do it, I needed to do it in a way that, had some sentimental and some musical value to it. And, everybody stepped up to the plate and did their thing.
Yeah. One of my favorite songs on the album is Worried Man. The brass section
Yeah,
and the organ are so understated, just enough soul without being overpowering. Um,
exactly.
who,
Exactly.
who did the mix on that? The mix is perfect.
The engineer's his name is it slips my mind, but it's on the credits. Art man, I forget his name, man. He's the same engineer that we used on the Crown album. I don't know why his name slips my mind at the moment, man. If I wasn't thinking about him, I would say his name. But he did a great job. Great job.
Yeah. Yeah. You got Kingfish on there too. I believe Kingfish told you that Jimmy was a big influence on him.
Yes, 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 he definitely was, man, which was also a reason that I picked him to be a part of this record. Also bringing in the young generation, man, and then topping it off with Buddy for the older generation and myself that lie in the middle there. There was a intentional purpose for that inclusion of that. And then, Kingfish did a great job along with him being, very influenced by my brother. I thought that was I thought it fit perfect like a hand in a glove.
Yeah. What do you think Jimmy would be doing now if he was still around?
Still playing his heart out, still doing what he was doing before he passed away. He loved to play. He loved, blues power and doing his thing. And I think that he would be doing it and just doing more of it.
Yeah. Yeah. We mentioned Kingfish in 2023 at Blues Fest. You were on stage with Kingfish, Bonamassa, and Marcus King. What are your memories of that night?
Just an explosive night. It was explosive. I recall it just being a night of a lifetime that was very, very powerful to have everybody, in such of a huge representation of themselves and being themselves, and I to and for me to be the one to have pulled everybody up on stage like that, man, during my show was very commemorable for me, and I look forward to moments like that, again in the future.
Yeah. Speaking of moments, AC/DC are in town at the same time as you in November. Um,
Oh, really?
I think they're playing Sydney. One night you're playing, and you might even have a free night the next night. Uh,
Hey, if I do, I'm gonna go check them out if I can.
yeah,
Yeah, definitely. I've never met Angus Jung before, and that would be awesome, man. If I can, I'll definitely try to make my way over there.
yeah. You're still fitting Back in Black into the set?
Here and there, from time to time when I feel up to it.
Yeah, yeah. You've been talking a lot lately about your dream to collaborate with John Mayer. I'm wondering if that's getting any closer.
I don't know, man. If it is, I mean, no one's told me about it. If it happens, I mean, I'm gonna, definitely, do what I do and let's take it from there. But yeah, that's still a yearn of mine to, fiddle, go back and forth with him and have a little fun. And if it happens, that'll be great. If it don't, I mean, I'm gonna continue to keep doing what I do.
Yeah. Um, your Magneto signature guitar, anything happening there? Any closer to a fourth generation of that guitar?
At this moment, no, we still kind of riding off of the last model that was out, and it's still doing its thing. It's mission accomplished so far. So far so good, man. Things are going well.
Yeah. When you come to Australia, how many guitars do you usually travel with?
Well, kind of with flying in like that, it's kind of difficult for me. I mean, I'm not particularly at the level where I can travel with six or seven guitars. I mean, I probably come with, I definitely minimum two. I mean, I definitely, travel if I'm, going abroad. I definitely have two guitars that I bring with me, and maybe have one or two more that's provided or something like that. But particularly, I'll bring two.
Yeah. Um,
Which two I don't know yet, but definitely I two.
yeah. One of the other things you did this year is you featured on the BB King Blue Summit 100 album.
Yeah.
What did it mean to contribute to that?
I mean, it was iconic. I mean, the BB is the top, one of the top inspirational players of all time. So to have gotten asked to be a part of that, from Joe and Josh was very memorable, and I was very honored to be a part of it.
Yeah. We know your guitar influences are players like Hendrix, Albert King, Stevie Ray, Wes Montgomery. But who do you look to for stage craft, how they appear on stage, stage energy? Who do you look up to in that way?
Believe it or not, man, I pull a lot from the energy that Angus Young has. I mean, that guy is all over the stage, man. And I have to say, I think subconsciously, I think it's from him that I pull a lot of the, magnetic energy, man. The guy, is running across stage. I mean, like full tilt. I mean, for 2 hours. You know what I mean? And that kind of energy is contagious, man. I love to see it, and I kind of, I guess, in my own way, I guess, is I am mimicking, him running around. It's just inspirational to me to see, him go back and forth on stage like that. And it's ironic that you asked that question because I don't think I've ever been asked that question before. But if I had to say anybody, the closest would have to be Angus Young.
Yeah. Uh, What do you like in the, say, 10 minutes before you hit the stage? Do you have any rituals?
Just man, it's normally the calm before the storm, man. I'm just chilling, and but maybe I may be listening to something, and this all depends, or I just may be just sitting in pure silence.
Yeah. I think it's getting close to 10 years since you released a live album. Do you have another in the pipeline at all?
Yeah, within the next year or so, definitely the next project to be worked on will be definitely a live record for sure.
Yeah. What about bucket list projects? Things in the back of your mind you want to get to, but maybe not in a hurry for?
Um, Um, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, nothing's off the table. I'll say that. I'm open to, check out and, any and everything. I am very fond of my experience with this movie soundtrack, so I'm definitely looking forward to doing some more work in that area in the future. And whatever that comes, I'm definitely open for it.
Yeah. So what are you looking forward to most about the Australian tour?
Just coming and having a great time with, a good vibe and having fun with the people down under, man. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Eric, it's been great to catch up, and we look forward to seeing you down here real soon.
Thank you, my friend. Thanks for having me, my friend. I appreciate you. Thanks so much.